The following program is furnished by its producer, host, and sponsors.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today is Wednesday, February 16th, 2022. I am Kevin Thomas, and you are listening to the King of Afternoon Drive Radio. So, are you ready, Clemaniacs? If so, then let's give it up for Clem in the PM.
Yes, welcome back, Clemaniacs, to another edition of the Clem in the PM. It is Hump Day, and it is the colonoscopy show. Yes, first time in radio history. You are part of that history in the making, that a show is being broadcast from a porta potty. You see the urinal behind me. You see the potty. And on this side right here, you see all the necessary goodies to get that colonoscopy tomorrow, along with the instructions, which I follow very well. I take this stuff very serious. It's the fifth one. Fifth time's a charm. Usually some good weight loss, some good sleep, all that good stuff. We'll get to that in a little bit. But again, first time a radio show ever being broadcast from a porta potty. It's clean for now during the break. I don't know what's going to happen, all right? I really don't know. All I know is what I know. And today is the first colonoscopy porta potty show in radio history. Not just Clemville. I'm talking radio history. Never, ever has it been done before. All hail the greatness. Woo! For real, though. I'm excited for tomorrow, colonoscopy time. I'm going to talk about some cool findings on today's show. You know, relics, just monumental stuff that I came across that really, really just blew my world away. Talk about my visit today to Dr. Barry Fitzgerald. Guy is just a genius. Kevin, how are you feeling on this Hump Day Wednesday?
I'm feeling good. It's definitely a good day, and like I said, every time I come into the station to do my show and then do yours, I mean, I feel blessed. I really do. So, good luck tomorrow with everything, and we'll see how it goes.
Absolutely. Count your blessings all the time. Tomorrow morning, 7:30. Today, no food. And you got to fast. You got to do the prep. Yesterday, what did I take? I took the Phillips Milk Magnesia. Today, I got to mix in the Miralax with the Gatorade, not red, of course. No blood color. Got to start that at 4 o'clock so you can enjoy that with me. During the 4 o'clock hour, every sip I take of this, you should take a sip of something. Whether it's alcoholic or non-alcoholic, that's up to you. I got my broth. The China Garden Free Plug Wednesday was nice enough to get me 2 of these big buckets of the clear broth. No scallions, no onions, which I would normally devour. I could devour anything right now. I am so hungry. I want to eat this No-Mo cigar. I almost threw in the towel today. I was passing Zimmy Bagels in Pearl River. My stomach was like completely just growling at me, hungry, begging. And the devil almost won. I was just about to call in the doctor's office and say, hey, I don't know if I have COVID or not. I took the test the other day, but I'm getting some sniffles. And they would have been like, yeah, you took the test. Why don't we just reschedule it? But I didn't. I'm going strong. No food today. Just the broth, then the drink. I got the bounty right here, whatever this is called. Cottonelle right next to me. 15 rolls of that. I'm ready. I'm ready for whatever the future brings. Tomorrow, the colonoscopy. My dad had colorectal cancer. He didn't catch it in time. The polyps, they grew. I just had that Clemeroid removed not too long ago. I don't want to go through that again. I just saw the surgeon at Mount Sinai the other day. I told you, he said it was a home run. I don't want to see his face, his scalpel, his operating room ever again. So I'm hoping tomorrow they do a nice viewing and give me some great news, and I can just mosey on out of there after having the best 10 minutes of sleep. That's the great stuff about those colonoscopies. Sometimes I get some dramatic weight loss after I do the cleansing, the colon cleansing. I could lose up to 5, 6, 7, 8 pounds. And, then the best part about it is when, it's basically the kiss of death when they're like, okay, lean on your side, bring your knees up to the chest, just relax. And then all of a sudden you wake up in the dressing room or wherever, the recovery room. They ask you if you want apple juice or whatever. Yeah, Kev.
Yeah, I know you don't usually take calls in the monologue, but this is Redneck.
What's up, my brother?
I'm waiting for Kevin to finish the sentence. He's like, this is Redneck and... All right, what's up, Redneck? What are you doing?
Listen, man, I'm calling you to encourage you, tell you, stay strong, man. Don't give in. We got a bunch of leftovers from Super Bowl. We have some Cajun gumbo with shrimp, rice, all kinds of seafood in it, But, you got to keep fighting that good fight. Don't give in to the leftover chili with the smoked venison. No, you got to stay strong.
You got me on the gumbo, no doubt. The chili, the venison. Once you said venison, it strengthened me. The fortitude magnified. So I'll make it to the finish line. I'm not gonna fail myself, only because, like I said, I saw what my dad had to go through with colorectal cancer, colostomy bag, all that stuff. So I'm going to make sure that I make it through. I do what I got to do, get my colonoscopy done tomorrow, and I'll celebrate with a no-mo cigar. Woo! All right, don't worry. Listen, next time you got some gumbo, let me know. I love that stuff.
Hey, so listen, I talked to a young man this afternoon. He said to give you a hello.
You talked to who?
Gentleman out of Nashville. Goes by the name of Mudbone.
Yeah, of course. I didn't know who. Yeah, yes, absolutely. Yeah. One of my favorite guests. Absolutely. Not even just the music guests, all time.
Yeah, we got people lined up going to be joining us when we get back there at WRCR. We have people come, obviously, from Nashville, right here, some local artists. We have Ireland lined up, London, Australia, Germany. So, got people going to be tuning in from all over the world. Right now, I got so many people want to do the show. I ain't got enough show. I have to have Clem co-host.
Nah, that ain't my thing. I'll definitely be tuning in, though, man. I'll definitely be tuning in. All right, listen, let me wrap up the Clemonologue, man. We'll be back at you Fridays. When are you starting?
Friday, March 4th, 11 a.m.
You got it, brother. We'll talk to you then, man. Redneck. What is it called? The Gumbo Yaya show? Gumbo Yaya, right?
Gumbo Yaya Radio. Yes, sir. Picnic on the radio.
All right. Bye-bye, my friend. Redneck is back Fridays, 10 to 2 or 11 to 2?
11 to 2.
All right. All right. Take care, Redneck. All right, we are back here. Kathy checking in on the YouTube chat. All hail the Queen. I am not looking at this cigar here. I just had it was weird. I looked at this cigar, and for some reason I had a flashback of the event the other night. It's true, though. Gerald was talking about how the No-Mo cigar is his escape from reality, how a lot of you come to Clemville for that. And I just looked at this. I was looking at it. I put it on my desk right in front of me. I looked at the logo, the No-Most thing, and it just brought me back to the event there. Their first local event. They've done others nationwide, to help push the launch of the No-Most cigar brand. But I interviewed, like I said, a couple of guys. I wish I had someone else that I could have recorded it. It was some good stuff. People really, same thing, you hear it over and over. It's that escape. You take that, you just put it in your mouth, you take that puff in, you don't inhale it, you blow it out, and it's just like, the release. So No Mo Cigars, go check them out. It was weird. It was like a crazy flashback. All right, 3:20, just about on us. The colonoscopy show. If, in fact, we come back from the break and Kevin is doing his thing, that means I have an emergency. All right? We'll be back here. Woo!
With local news, local traffic, and local weather, if you like local, you'll love AM 1700 WRCR and WRCR.com.
Be sure to listen to the Business and Market Update with Ken Mahoney of Mahoney Asset Management every Monday through Friday morning at 8:30 here on WRCR. Catch Ken's incisive commentary on business and market trends during the upcoming trading day. And you can have your business-related question answered directly by Ken Mahoney. Just submit it to the Mahoney mailbag. Go to the website at MahoneyGPS.com, enter your question or comment, and it will be answered directly by Ken. On the radio every Monday through Friday morning at 8:30, right here on WRCR, AM 1700, radio unscripted, or WRCR.com.
When winter storms hit, WRCR is your total information source.
Delays, postponements, and cancellations.
Frequently updated weather forecasts from our exclusive meteorologist, Mark Hannick.
Direct reports from road crews who are out there making it safe for you to travel.
They'll tell you which roads are passable or whether it's advisable to just stay put.
It's a total team effort, and we win every time.
So stay right here throughout the winter.
AM 1700 WRCR and WRCR.com.
Your total winter weather information source.
This is Clarkstown Supervisor George Homan. Please join me for my monthly show, Hometown Happening. It airs the first Thursday of each month from 9:30. Take your calls. We'll have special guests and update you about what's going on around town. So please join me, Supervisor George Homan, first Thursday of each month from 9:30 to 10 a.m. for Hometown Happening. You'll be happy that you did.
Now let's take a look at the road with Hudson Valley traffic.
Well, it shouldn't come as any surprise that the northbound Hutch is slow coming up from the Bronx into the Cross County. We did have some road work earlier, but everything appears to be reopened now in the northbound Hutch through Mount Vernon. Cross County itself looks good. The New England Thruway is fine. Traffic is moving very well on the Sprain, the Bronx River Parkway, the New York State Thruway, and the Sawmill. And as far as the Tappan Zee Bridge is concerned, I don't see any delays whatsoever. Once you're in Rockland County, northbound Thruway, a good ride right up toward the Sloatsburg West area. And traffic is sponsored by Taco Bell. When you need a taco, you need a taco. Try the new Cantina Crispy Chicken Taco from Taco Bell with your choice of creamy Chipotle or avocado ranch at participating U.S. Taco Bell locations for a limited time. Contact local store for prices, hours, and participation, which vary. Tax extra. And from the Hudson Valley Traffic Center, I'm Chris Majette.
Weather. For tonight, mostly cloudy with the low around 37 degrees. For Thursday, a 20% chance of rain after 4 p.m., otherwise cloudy with a high near 60 degrees. For Thursday night, rain before 1 a.m., then rain and possibly a thunderstorm between 1 a.m. and 4 a.m., then rain after 4 a.m. Some of the storms could produce heavy rainfall, a steady temperature around 59 degrees. It could be gusty with gusts as high as 43 miles per hour. For Friday, rain before 7 a.m., then a slight chance of showers between 7 a.m. and 10 a.m., the temperature falling to around 35 by 5 p.m. It'll be breezy with gusts as high as 39 miles per hour. For Saturday, mostly sunny with a high near 41, and for Sunday, sunny with a high near 42 degrees. That's the weather forecast. For WRCR, I'm Kevin Thomas.
Up-to-the-minute weather information is always available on the WRCR website. Day or night, when you want the weather, check our website at WRCR.com.
And the current temperature is 42 degrees.
All right, we are back here on the colonoscopy show, Clem in the PM. Yes. All right, so I really love this guy, Barry Fitzgerald. I want to buy him a Porsche too. I mean, not as much as Dave, not nearly as much as Dave, but he ain't a Porsche guy. If I bought this guy another mobile home in another state, he'd be happy. He's got like 2 trailers, one in Connecticut, one somewhere else. He's a very simple guy. So yeah, you know what? After I get Dave's Porsche, I'll cross that off the list. I'll work on this guy's trailer. I love him, really. He understood what I was feeling. He understood. He understands. Although, listen, my inability to communicate is always the problem. That's the problem in this world. Lack of communication. That's the problem. What's that Guns N' Roses song? How's it start out? A failure to communicate. Right. What we have here is a failure to communicate. That's my problem. But what I'm feeling, he understood. He's just working with me to, get out of the black hole and then learn how to communicate, which goes back. My inability to communicate well really goes back far, 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 way far, because I was born to 2 deaf parents, and I communicated with them with sign language. And when it was my sister moved out early, I was left alone. And whenever I got in trouble, which was a lot, I'd be in my room. I didn't communicate well for many years. And I think that stuck with me. I just don't communicate well. But I tell you, this guy really, we had such a great session today. I wish I could. I just wish I could feel like this every day. At that moment when I was in his office, it was our return to his office. The fireplace was on. I could kick back on the couch and just mumble away. But he understood my mumble. I just felt good for a bit. It wore off, but nonetheless, I did feel good for a bit. And like I said, the lack of communication, my ability to communicate is my fault because I don't work on it enough to get over that issue, but it goes back to it deeper. It's just not that I can't talk. It's just I really never talked enough. And, I don't blame my mom and dad for that at all. I blame, again, me. I've got to work harder to fix my inadequacies, which we all have, So I talk about my mom. She moved to Florida with my sister. I told you that yesterday. And I'm very saddened. I feel as if she died, but she's still here. I'm lucky enough to say that she's still here, but I feel as if she died. Going downstairs, moving stuff, clearing stuff out, getting rid of, things in the kitchen that will go bad or have gone bad. And it spurs a lot of memories, mostly good, but a lot of bad that, again, my fault. I should have let things go and whatnot and spent more time with my mom and communicated with her. But I know I did that in the last several weeks a lot, and I know she understands how I feel about her. But going through her stuff, she just packed up a couple of suitcases of clothes, packed up some things that I put in my van. I'm going to drive down there, actually. Her birthday's next Wednesday, so I'd like to be there for her birthday. That would be nice. So I might take off next week. I got to figure it out. I got to really commit to this. So anyway, going through her stuff yesterday, I came across this yearbook. Like nice skinny yearbook. When my mom was 19, graduating from a vocational school, the Mabel Dean Bacon Vocational High School. Deaf people back then, a lot of them were looked upon as like retarded or, stupid. So they were just really given jobs. Okay, this is going to be your job. You're going to be a typist. You're going to learn this. You're going to learn this. So vocational school allotted them the opportunity to learn different fields and excel in one particular one. And that's pretty much where their career would be spent, or what they would at least go into initially after school. So I was looking through the yearbook and I found my mom, Elsa Cohen. And I first said to myself, she's beautiful. She really is beautiful. She's a beautiful 19-year-old lady. Like if she was 19, she wasn't my mom, I would hit on her. Not as a 51-year-old father. I'm just saying, like if I was in high school with her. She was really cute. And I looked at right next to her, her picture, and there was an address. And right away, it's like I felt like, I don't know, uplifted by the heavens. Because that address was I don't know that was my grandfather's address, but I knew that was my grandfather's address where I spent many time, going down there, whether I was in trouble or for the high holidays, walking the shul. So I entered that address in the GPS, and what comes up is the facade of that building that I did frequent. And I tingled all over. I was tingling. I could feel my grandfather's spirits in me. It was really, really cool. It was uplifting. I just felt like I don't get that feeling ever. So when I saw that building, I thought thoughts, and when I was growing up, they weren't pleasant thoughts of having to walk all these blocks in the rain, cold, snow, hail, hot, sun, wearing a suit, a yarmulke. Not that I had anything against the yarmulke, but just another thing that I had to wear, and on top of my afro, that I just probably got buzzed down in the Bronx. But, actually, no, those years weren't the Bronx cuts. Those were Mario over at Rio 6. But just all these feelings and emotions and thoughts came over me. And it was like, I don't know, it was crazy. So I continued to browse through. I found her name, Elsa Clemente, not her picture, her name. And she had this little asterisk next to it. And I quickly glanced through the rest of the page, the rest of the names, and I said, there's not many people with this asterisk next to it. It must be for the troublemakers. Free pass, whatever, like asterisk, Prince Dean was in the dean's office. And I looked down and the asterisk said Honor Society, which was ahead of Regents and something else. And she was an Honor Society. And that meant that she was smart. And I always thought of my mom as stupid. For some reason, I just thought she was stupid. Like I thought my mom and dad were, she's like not really, they didn't have intelligence. That was younger. And then I got older. I didn't realize that she was smart in school. And I could probably see my grandfather, knowing him, he was on top of her to do well. So she did well in school. And what really impressed me most, actually not, the Honor Society really blew me away, but what solidified what I already knew in my mom is that no matter what, she always gave it her all. And she won the award for effort. I don't know if it was like a cheap ribbon or it was a trophy or it was just written on these pages, effort. And again, like I thought quickly, thousands of images crossed through my mind of just, and I'm doing it now, I close my eyes and seeing my mom throughout her life, giving her best effort, although being deaf, not having a mother figure around, institutionalized, sent to my aunt's house, had a first abusive drunk husband who used to beat the crap out of her. He was strong enough to leave him and meet my father. So seeing all this stuff, I tell you, man, it was just what I needed. I really like it. It helped uplift me out of my black hole a little bit. Those holes are deep. It's not like, you just shovel yourself out quickly. But the memories that they brought up and seeing my beautiful mom. My mom's beautiful at 86. She really is. If you see her now, she's a beautiful lady. 86 years old. She's beautiful. Got pep to her. Florida's going to reinvigorate her. I'm going to go down as much as I can, for weekend trips. Just to hug her and kiss her. Just to hug her and kiss her. That's it. Fly in on Friday. I'll leave on Saturday, Sunday. That's it. Just a hug and kiss. And just keep her going. Because really what I want to do is see her back here when I have those parties. Just see her back at the house where we've gotten to know each other over the last 17 years. First 17 years I grew up with her. And then like Felix Unger. I was asked to leave my place of residence at 17. Supposed to go to the Marines. I didn't. And for the next 17 years, I found myself in trouble with the law, in trouble with other people, in trouble with relationships, in trouble with myself. And then I found my wife, I found Modi, I found Dan DeAndre, I found Sister Stephen, I found Mrs. Kelly, I found the Lord. The biggest find of ever. Bern checking in. Going on, Bern? You and Kathy owning that YouTube over there. True Clemaniacs. Hopefully you guys invite yourself to the party. I haven't revealed the date yet because I don't know the date. We have some family stuff planned, but don't worry. Something definitely going down this summer and something bigger next year. I don't want to reveal, but this stuff was just going through all my mom's things. I mean, my mom and dad used to go to restaurants and collect matchbooks from no matter where they were, hotels, restaurants, whatever it was. You know, Oliver checking in, my man, updates with Oliver. I love that guy. He's an inspiration. That's why we have him here. I mean, we could just talk beer and pizza and chicken wings with Oliver. It don't have to be sports. He's just an inspiration, but he loves sports, so we give him the sports updates. Yes. All hail Oliver. And Bern. And Kathy. Right? All the Clemaniacs that go above and beyond. I love you, for real. The ones that came out for help stuff the El Camino, we never delivered the stuff yet. I'll tell you why, for two reasons. One is I'm a little bit, this is the truth, man. I was waiting for the van. We got the van. The other reason was I'm scared of the homeless sometimes. Like I hear these stories, honestly, like this lady invited a homeless guy into her house so he could use the shower. What a gesture. A homeless guy off the street so he could use the shower. He comes out and stabs her to death. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that, I'm scared. Like if I could have like a machine, like a Rambo type, like bullets all wrapped around me, 2 machine guns. Hey guys, here's some gloves, some scarves. Buddy, Clem, why are you holding 2 machine guns? Oh, I don't know. It's just for photograph reasons. That's the reason. Like I'm scared, but whatever. I think I'm gonna work it out with Pastor Rich and some local people, and they distribute because they work with the homeless. I'm just scared of going to the city. My original plan was go to the city, but I heard a couple of horror stories with the homeless, and I don't hold any. I'm not pocketing the homeless altogether. I'm just saying that, like knowing my luck, I'm gonna do something good. Some guy's gonna cut me in the neck, my jugular, and my 4 kids ain't gonna have a dad. But it's an El Camino full of donations. So. We'll figure that out, though. Don't worry, they'll get it. Believe me, it's not going anywhere. It's not going in the garbage. It's not going to waste. It's going to the people that need it. But that was the real reason. I just, my OCD took over, and I'm like, all right, do I bring my nunchucks? Do I go down in a suit of armor? Like it was just crazy thoughts going through my head. They always do. Crazy thoughts own my head for most of the day. All right, anyway, I am just totally going through like this emotional roller coaster, going downstairs, cleaning out my mom's stuff, keeping a lot of her kitchen stuff there because I might need it. We might need it. But just finding that stuff really blew me away. And finding my grandfather's address, because my cousins, they didn't know his address. They just said, oh, he lived over there and wherever this part. But I actually have his actual address. And I'm going to do what I was talking to my therapist about this. Because I said to him, the address for where my grandfather, when I used to go down there, my mom grew up over there. And he told me a story about, he has a therapist friend who's bipolar, who went to a house he grew up in while he was in Maryland on vacation. He went to the house he grew up and knocked on the door, and they actually let him in. I said, that's nothing. I said, I did that to my old trailer. I said, I knocked on the door. The guy let me in. I said, well, I walked to all the rooms. I'm going to do it again, too. I'm going to drive to Brooklyn, to this place. I'm going to hang out. And when people walk, I'm going to say, how long you been here? Young couple. I'm saying, my grandfather, I was raised down here. I used to get in trouble. I come down. I said, I walked 20 blocks to Shul. There was a restaurant here, The Famous. There was a bakery next to it. I don't remember the name of it. I said, but maybe someone can help me find it. But more so, can you help me get up to the 5th floor? I think it was 5F or 5G. If I'm not mistaken. You get out of the elevator, you go to the right. Right to the right of you, there was this thing. You open it, and you throw your garbage down there. It was like a chute for your garbage. Then you walk past that. To the right was my grandfather's door. I would give anything. I would pay somebody. I would literally pay $1,000. I just won another $365. Lady hit me up today. Pete, I guess you didn't know, but you won the soccer pool and my husband's pool, another $365 on top of it. Listen. All hail, all hail. When you do good, you get good. I would pay $1,000. I might even pay more if somebody would let me in my grandfather's apartment. I would be overwhelmed with such emotion. It would be worth it. I mean, like, what am I going to do? I mean, like, I'm going to spend money somehow, some way. Hopefully someone in their good heart will let me in the building. I can go into the elevator. I can go up the stairs. When I was a kid, I used to run up and down those stairs. I used to play in that lobby. You know, it's just crazy. I used to play with my G.I. Joes, my Superman, my Iron Man doll, my Captain America, my Green Lantern, my Hulk doll. I used to throw them down the stairs and run up. It's crazy, the memories. I'm telling you. I'm glad I don't have clementia yet. Yeah, Kev, what's up?
Hey, I've got Franny on the line.
What's up, Franny? We're up against the break. What's going on? What's going on?
All right. Coming along. Good luck tomorrow with your colonoscopy.
Thank you.
I hate it. But
yeah, listen,
lost
it's part of life,
you
Franny.
lose
We
all
don't
the
want to
time,
worry too much about
5 to 10 pounds.
those things. We focus on the good stuff.
Right. You'll do fine. You'll do fine.
Absolutely.
On that also, think of the good memories you had with your mom. It's too bad she's going down to Florida because the kids, must gonna miss her and everything. The kids.
They are, but you know what? She's got 12 grandkids, 11 or 12 grandkids down there with more coming. Then they're younger.
Wow.
They're between, just about a year old to 10 years old, a 14-year-old or a 15-year-old, whatever.
Wow.
I don't even know how old Jaden is, 18, whatever he is. So she's got, my kids are always out with sports, with activities. They, when they were growing up younger, they spent a lot of time with my mom. But now she's downstairs. She was downstairs. She was kind of lost down there. The best thing is for her to be in Florida. But I'm going to definitely visit her. And as a family, we're going to fly down there. I hate flying. I really don't want to fly. But a quick flight down there with the family, so a couple of days, we'll do it here and there.
Right.
All right. What else you got, friend? I got to go to break. What else you got for me?
Oh, okay. Oh, did you hear the story about that little girl that
was found?
Was in
yeah, she was under the stairs.
In the house?
Yeah, her grandfather, her dad.
Right.
Yeah, they snagged her.
I know.
That's abduction. That happens every day, Franny, and that's the sad part. But you know what though? Let me say this though. The silver lining in that story, not only was she found, at least she was abducted from her father. She shouldn't have been taken from him, and her grandfather. Some people are abducted by complete strangers, never to see their relatives again. So she was in the care of someone she knew, although not someone she wanted to be with in that situation. But she was found nonetheless, all good. It was a horrific story, and it's sad that it happens every day to kids. And they're not just sexually abused; they're stolen. They're taken for sexual pleasure, just for 6 things. All right, let me go to break, Franny. I love you.
All right, I love you.
All right, we'll be back. All hail.
Woo!
Traffic, weather, and music you remember on AM 1700 WRCR and WRCR.com.
We all want to live healthier lives and make good decisions. Join me, Carrie Potter, on the second Thursday of each month at 5 p.m. for House Calls, a health series brought to you by Good Samaritan Hospital. Each show will feature a different health topic and specialist. Your calls and questions are welcome. That's the second Thursday of the month at 5 p.m. for House Calls, brought to you by Good Samaritan Hospital. Advancing care here.
Running out of faith? Then stop by for a service. Don't forget to tune in to Faith Unscripted, a brand new show dealing with the big questions about God, faith, and you. Hosted by Clarkstown Reformed Church's own Pastor Rich. Every Tuesday at 10 a.m. only on WRCR, AM 1700.
Buying a home is one of the largest investments you'll ever make in a lifetime. Not sure how much money to put down, what budget to set for buying a home, how to pre-qualify for your mortgage. Join Ann Zeilengold every Thursday at 7:15 a.m. on Mortgage Matters, where Ann will answer your questions and give you tips about the mortgage process.
Ken Zonigal is Vice President of FM Home Loans and has over 27 years' experience specializing in residential mortgages. Don't miss this show every Thursday morning at 7:15 right here on WRCR AM 1700, radio unscripted, WRCR.com. Visit Ann at her website, annzonigal.com, or call 354-9700. That's 354-9700.
That message you just listened to? Well, that could have been yours. To advertise your business on WRCR, take the first step now and click on WRCR.com to make it happen.
Now let's take a look at the roads with Hudson Valley traffic.
Well, it shouldn't come as any surprise that the northbound Hutch is slow coming up from the Bronx into the Cross County. We did have some road work earlier, but everything appears to be reopened now in the northbound Hutch through Mount Vernon. Cross County itself looks good. The New England Thruway is fine. Traffic is moving very well on the Sprain, the Bronx River Parkway, the New York State Thruway, and the Sawmill. And as far as the Tappan Zee Bridge is concerned, I don't see any delays whatsoever. Once you're in Rockland County, northbound Thruway, a good ride right up toward the Sloatsburg Rest area. And traffic is sponsored by Taco Bell. When you need a taco, you need a taco. Try the new Cantina Crispy Chicken Taco from Taco Bell with your choice of creamy Chipotle or avocado ranch at participating U.S. Taco Bell locations for a limited time. Contact local store for prices, hours, and participation, which vary. Tax extra. And from the Hudson Valley Traffic Center, I'm Chris Majette.
Weather. For tonight, mostly cloudy with the low around 37 degrees. For Thursday, a 20% chance of rain after 4 p.m., otherwise cloudy with a high near 60 degrees. For Thursday night, rain before 1 a.m., then rain and possibly a thunderstorm between 1 a.m. and 4 a.m., then rain after 4 a.m. Some of the storms could produce heavy rainfall, a steady temperature around 59 degrees. It could be gusty with gusts as high as 43 miles per hour. For Friday, rain before 7 a.m., then a slight chance of showers between 7 a.m. and 10 a.m., the temperature falling to around 35 by 5 p.m. It will be breezy with gusts as high as 39 miles per hour. For Saturday, mostly sunny with a high near 41, and for Sunday, sunny with a high near 42 degrees. That's the weather forecast. For WRCR, I'm Kevin Thomas.
Up-to-the-minute weather information is always available on the WRCR website. Day or night, when you want the weather, check our website at WRCR.com.
And the current temperature is 42 degrees.
All right, we are back here in Clemville, actually in a porta potty. The colonoscopy show, taking my prep. Got the Dukalux down. These I'm going to keep. I might, you know what, if ever I go to like a function, like a wedding or whatever, get together, whatever, and there's like someone there I don't like, I might just put these like in their food. I don't know, just for like yeah, buddy. He's like, I'm going to go to the bar and get a drink. I'm not getting one for you, Pete, because I don't like you. I'm like, yeah, no worries. Don't worry about it. Let me put this in your linguine. All right, so I'm going to keep hold on to these Dukalax laxative. You never know. The Miralax is already in the Gatorade. It's the mix. You got to go 50-50. The milk of magnesia was taken yesterday. All that stuff. I'm starving. I'm down to my last quarter cup of broth. I literally want to eat the bucket that, like, I want to eat the inside and just everything around here. The table. I want to eat the cigar, my phone. I'm so hungry right now. It's ridiculous. I'm going to make it through. I mean, I'm not going to give up, I don't think. But, I mean, I should be fine. The good thing is tomorrow, 7:30. I just got to get up and go. Get up and go right to the doctor's office. Be there bright and early in the morning. I'm going to get up, take a shower, and get over there. Get the test, and I'm going right to IHOP. That's it. Right from there, I'm going to IHOP. All you can eat pancakes, grits, waffles. I'm just loading up. Absolutely. All right, 845-429-1700. 845-429-1700. Tomorrow I got the colonoscopy. Today I went to the dentist. I had the examination. I got x-rays. I got my teeth cleaned. I had I love it, the nitrous oxide. It's so beautiful. You know, they have the TVs on the ceiling. They tilt your seat back I have my little rubber nose. I left it in my car. I got to go get it. I got to keep my rubber nose. I put the rubber nose on. They pump up the... Next thing you know, you're looking at the screen up in the... They're taking me through Scotland. The beautiful, rainy Scotland. All these beautiful buildings. I mean, it was awesome. The falls, the animals, all these crazy like Scottish cows or some whatever they were, sheep. It was beautiful, and I'm sitting there it kind of reminded me of the days when I was in high school watching like Pink Floyd, The Wall, like dazed out on something, just watching it. You're sitting there in this chair, and you just got to remember to keep your mouth always like. Once in a while you hear, Pete, open wide. Pete, open wide. All right. And I'm just sitting there watching. What a great feeling. I wish I had more cavities, honestly. Like I wish I had to go to the dentist every week. It's like nice and relaxing feeling. You're taken away from reality for a little bit. You come back, the dentist is like, here's a goodie bag. You got toothpaste, you got a little toothbrush, some floss, a sticker. I got a little sticker that I could put on. I went to the dentist today. Like, it made me feel good. It helped me get out of my black hole a little bit more. All right? So let's check out. Oh, did you see Bob Saget? Did you hear about what's going on with Bob Saget? I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know much. I don't know much. But I know I love you.
Check this out. Why was Bob Saget's death ruled an accident when, after reviewing the autopsy, it says that his injury was so severe, it was like he'd been hit with a baseball bat, says a doctor. The autopsy report revealed major trauma, which could not be caused by a slip and fall. Bob Saget's injury stretched from the back to the front of his skull with additional fractures above his eye sockets. One doctor said his trauma appeared to be consistent with taking a baseball bat to the skull or falling 20 or 30 feet. His death was ruled an accident. No foul play was suspected. Now, sadly, Bob, was found in his hotel room on January 9th. He performed stand-up comedy that evening. And these findings, an autopsy painted a grimmer picture that he had multiple fractures, just really couldn't be done, by that fall, like what the medical examiner came up with. So now, those questions are needing to be asked. Bob Saget's family, his wife and 3 daughters, all have filed a lawsuit in Florida asking that they do not release records from the investigation of his sudden death. Like, the autopsy was performed, the medical examiner ruled it was an accident, he fell. But there's other investigatory records that were accumulated, photographs, some actual recordings that his wife and 3 daughters filed, and a judge today actually granted a temporary injunction to block the release of these records by the sheriff, the medical examiner, and what they say is in the filings that Kelly and the 3 daughters say that the plaintiffs will suffer irreparable harm in the form of extreme mental pain, anguish, and emotional distress if defendants release the records in response to public records requests or otherwise disseminate the records for any other reason or purpose. So it makes me wonder, was there more to Bob Saget's death? I don't know. I mean, again, what do I know?
I don't know much.
But I know I don't know. But do we deserve to know? I don't know. Do we deserve to know? That is the question. As you know, it's information that really has been revealed through the course of time, or in the past, and it will be in the future. So that his family got a temporary injunction until the next court hearing, which may be held in that court or a higher court. So I stay tuned. I mean, what we don't know, we don't know. I mean, they said no alcohol or drugs were found. It makes me think, and I'm not saying this story is in any way related by any way, shape, or form, but the lead singer of In Excess, Michael Hutchence, when they say he committed suicide, he was found in a rather, in a revealing position where he was performing a sex act, they say, on himself, which could have committed to the asphyxiation. It was a sexual act and asphyxiation, and I don't know the specifics, the name of it, but that being said, it was somewhat embarrassing for his family, his daughter, who was young at that, just newborn at that time, and those that knew him well, that wished to keep that stuff private. So I don't know if this is something, I'm not saying that in that realm, but something as equally embarrassing that maybe his family doesn't want revealed. I don't know. I mean, we all love Bob Saget. I wouldn't want it, to tarnish his name or his legacy in any way, if in fact it's something that could possibly do that. So we'll stay tuned to this story, though. I mean, everybody loves Bob Saget like they love Betty White. I mean, he's one of those people that is truly beloved, not just in the community of comedians. They respected by comedians, as you saw when he passed. The outpouring of support and gratitude that he got from so many fellow comedians, up-and-comers, people who were here before him when he reached the pinnacle of success, rose to stardom, exceeded their success. Says that he never forgot them. The relationship was just as it was before. He was just Bob Saget, the friend. But I'm curious to see what comes out of this story, and hopefully, again, nothing that paints him in a bad light or embarrassing light. But we'll let it unfold. All right, we come up to the 4 o'clock. I must start my Gatorade drink. You together shall share with me whether you drink a beer, Hawaiian Punch, a White Claw, Clamato, V8, spicy, of course, a Coke and rum, whatever you're drinking, I'm drinking, and when I'm drinking, you're drinking. Let's drink together. All right, let's celebrate this colonoscopy together. Let's all hail the drink. All right, a couple minutes before the 4 o'clock, so let me put this down. I don't want to be too eager to take a drink there. Let me just take a sip of this. This here is my dinner. I'm going to bed early. I'm calling it an early night. Does anybody know? Can you take NyQuil, the NyQuil pills? I don't think those are a blood thinner. Can you take NyQuil pills on the night of a colonoscopy? I should have asked. Like, I need a good night's sleep. I'm like hungry. I'm losing my energy because I'm hungry, and I'm going to be zapped of energy because I have nothing to eat. I'm hoping to pass out. This here is my dinner. Yeah, Kev.
Yeah, you might want to check if it's a good idea to take the NyQuil pills on an empty stomach.
Yeah, right. No, you know what? I'd hate to find out that, like, wow, yeah, you probably get wrecked. Stumbling, mumbling, fumbling, dumbling, all that stuff. Now, I'm going to pass on them. Thank you, though. I'm actually going to pass on them and just whatever. I'm going to whisk the night away with my quarter cup of broth and, whatever else I got. So tomorrow is Thursday. I'll be here. My colon, God willing, I mean, unless things change, you'll know firsthand. I'll be here. Colonoscopy's at 7:30. I am going to IHOP immediately thereafter. I am going to town. I mean, pancakes, waffles, sausage, biscuits and gravy, the grits. I'm going to town. I'm making up for the lost calories that I'm suffering through today, not having. And then, whatever, going on for the rest of the day. And I will be here, God willing, at 3 in the chair. Friday, it's either going to be tomorrow or Friday. I got a good game planned. I think maybe Friday. We'll see. We'll see how I feel tomorrow. Make sure you stay tuned for that. Got some goodies to give away. As we, expand our brand, the Clem and the PM brand, and tie it into WRCR, which again, like I said, talking to and meeting two of the three who I was supposed to meet with, one had to reschedule. Business owners, WRCR needs to expand its brand as well, which it's doing. Kerry works hard behind the scenes and, coordinates, with a perfect example is the place that had the concert last week. What's that place called again? I forgot. It's something with a P. It's on the tip of my tongue. The
Paramount.
Paramount, right. It was on the tip of my tongue. The Paramount. We are now WRCR in their brochure, seen by thousands of people. And if you just get a handful of people, that goes a long way in building the audience, and it goes a long way in getting advertising. But as we expand our brand, I have things that when the weather warms up that we'll do. Like the Santa Clem was a huge success. That in itself got a lot of people. Not just, dropping stuff off, but honking. The more well planned out, the more we can direct people to the show, to the station, the better it will be. Oh, what happened? Okay. So as I was talking, let me get rid of this thing right here, Bob Saget. The less we have on here, the better the gig, the Fios, the Verizon gig, it can get slowed down, so I got to erase stuff when I don't need it. So back to, we were talking here and there, blah, 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 blah. It's 4 o'clock. We'll take a break. I don't even know what I was saying because I'm like going, I'm lightheaded. I need a cheeseburger. I'm seeing cheeseburgers. I'm seeing Blimpie. I hear Wimpy. Wimpy's like telling me, you want to go to Five Guys? I'm hearing Wimpy from Popeyes talking to me about getting cheeseburgers. I'm going delirious here. Join me in the 4 o'clock hour. Woo!
AM 1700 WRCR Haverstraw.
You remember the days when you could turn on your radio and hear songs like this? Well, they're back. Hi, everybody. This is Bryant Avenue Bob Trevero, and I'll be hosting the Do-Up Dream Machine Show this Friday and every Friday night from 6 to 8 p.m. right here on WRCR 1700 AM and streaming live on WRCR.com. I'll play songs like this that you know and love and introduce you to songs you've never heard. But once you do, you'll get to know and love them as well. I'll take your telephone calls, dedications, and song requests. You say it, and I'll play it. I'll be brought to you by Rick's Club American in Congers, New York. So join me this Friday and every Friday night from 6 to 8 p.m. for the Do-Up Dream Machine Show right here on WRCR.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Hi, I'm Kevin Thomas, host of The Good with Kevin Thomas, every weekday at 2 p.m. I've got positive stories and music to get you through your afternoon. It's the daily boost you need, and it's on 5 days a week. The Good with Kevin Thomas, keeping you smiling. Weekdays at 2 after Stardust Memories and before Clem in the PM. Right here on WRCR and WRCR.com.
Hello, Hudson Valley. It's Wednesday, February 16th, 2022. I'm Jeff Lewis with your WRCR News. The State Office of the Chief Disability Officer was announced earlier this week by the governor, a new office and position created that will advocate on behalf of persons with disabilities. Governor Kathy Hochul says people with disabilities deserve to be treated better here in New York State.
Look at the fact that 35% of people with disabilities, 18 to 64, living in New York State, 35% employed. That puts us at 38 out of 50, and that's not a category of statistics that I'm real proud of. So I know we can do better there.
Now, Randy Rios Castro is the CEO of Juanio in New City and said the creation of the new office ensures the state's most vulnerable populations have a voice in decision-making, securing resources, and creating more opportunities for people with disabilities. North Rockland and Orange County State Senator James Skoufis says since his days in the Assembly more than 5 years ago, as a member of the People with Disabilities Task Force, he's been working to have this position created.
It turns out all we needed was a governor who cared about people with disabilities. Governor Hochul, in about 6 short months, has done more for the disability community than the prior 11 years.
Denise Figueroa is the executive director of the Independent Living Center of the Hudson Valley and says the new office will help all people with disabilities.
We're so happy that we now will have an office that's going to represent disability issues across the board and a voice in our government.
Kimberly Hill was appointed the state's first chief disability officer. She had previously served as director of the Assembly Task Force on People with Disabilities. 3 people were taken to area hospitals after a fire in Hillcrest yesterday. That's according to the YeshivaWorld.com. The website says the fire occurred at 46 West Hickory Street. No word on the cause of the blaze or the victims' injuries. The Red Cross was reportedly asked to help about a dozen residents who were displaced by the fire. Ramapo Supervisor Michael Specht on Twitter said the town's building inspector said the house appeared to be used as a rooming house and has had a history of similar uses, though it only had a certificate of occupancy for a single-family dwelling. Specht says the homeowner is being issued a summons to appear in court for the alleged violation. Residents of Nyack and Valley Cottage love their books. The budgets for the Nyack and Valley Cottage libraries were both approved by voters yesterday. Nyack's passed 151 to 27, while Valley Cottage passed by a vote of 90 to 31. Official results still need to be verified by the Nyack School District clerk. Students in the St. Thomas Aquinas College X-Lab built their own outdoor weather station last semester that's providing regional weather data to the STAC community and local weather services. STAC history professor Dr. Robert Ngolia says students from many different non-science and non-weather-related educational backgrounds contributed to the Weather Over STAC project.
These people had never put together a weather station. They were not computer scientists. They really moved out of their comfort zone. And they all worked together so well, each taking a different task and moving forward and setting up the physical station. And then also, this was the hard part, integrating the physical station and the data it was receiving.
Senior biology and economics student Declan Patterman worked on the project, helping to build the weather station and set up the software to run it.
One of the best parts of the class is that it takes students from across different disciplines like biology, math, communications, business, and marketing, and brings them together to work on a project that would otherwise not be possible. It's a very rewarding experience that allows myself and the other students to give back and make a lasting impression on the St. Thomas Aquinas College campus.
The students also created a website and social media presence to display the data and raise awareness about weather changes and environmental stewardship. You can find more information about Weather Over STAC by visiting their website, stac.edu/weather, and the real-time weather report can be accessed at stac.edu/WOS. I'm Jeff Lewis with your WRCR News. The weather's up next. The good starts at 2, and it's Clem in the PM at 3. For more news and breaking stories, follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and check out our website, WRCR.com.
Now let's take a look at the roads with Hudson Valley traffic.
Well, it shouldn't come as any surprise that the northbound Hutch is slow coming up from the Bronx into the Cross County. We did have some road work earlier, but everything appears to be reopened now in the northbound Hutch through Mount Vernon. Cross County itself looks good. The New England Thruway is fine. Traffic is moving very well on the Sprain, the Bronx River Parkway, the New York State Thruway, and the Sawmill. And as far as the Tappan Zee Bridge is concerned, I don't see any delays whatsoever. Once you're in Rockland County, northbound Thruway, a good ride right up toward the Sloatsburg West area. And traffic is sponsored by Taco Bell. When you need a taco, you need a taco. Try the new Cantina Crispy Chicken Taco from Taco Bell with your choice of creamy chipotle or avocado ranch at participating U.S. Taco Bell locations for a limited time. Contact local store for prices, hours, and participation, which vary. Tax extra. And from the Hudson Valley Traffic Center, I'm Chris Majette.
Weather. For tonight, mostly cloudy with the low around 37 degrees. For Thursday, a 20% chance of rain after 4 p.m., otherwise cloudy with a high near 60 degrees. For Thursday night, rain before 1 a.m., then rain and possibly a thunderstorm between 1 a.m. and 4 a.m., then rain after 4 a.m. Some of the storms could produce heavy rainfall, a steady temperature around 59 degrees. It could be gusty with gusts as high as 43 miles per hour. For Friday, rain before 7 a.m., then a slight chance of showers between 7 a.m. and 10 a.m., the temperature falling to around 35 by 5 p.m., It'll be breezy with gusts as high as 39 miles per hour. For Saturday, mostly sunny with a high near 41, and for Sunday, sunny with a high near 42 degrees. That's the weather forecast. For WRCR, I'm Kevin Thomas.
Up-to-the-minute weather information is always available on the WRCR website. Day or night, when you want the weather, check our website at WRCR.com.
And the current temperature is 41.
The following program is furnished by its producer, host, and sponsors.
Welcome back, Clemaniacs. This is Kevin Thomas, and you are listening to the second hour of Clem in the PM. Here's your host, Pete Clemente.
Let me kill that. Let me go. Oh my God. All right. We'll try it again tomorrow. Join us tomorrow at 4:10 as we attempt to get it right. Oh my God. Thank you, Dave, once again. Oh my God. All right, listen, take time to take a shot. I'm about a third of the way done with it. Not about a quarter of what. What are you drinking? Apple juice, vino, prune juice? Oh, take a shot. Oh, God. All right. On this day, February 16th, Wednesday, middle of February, we salute you if it's your birthday. We wish you a happy birthday. All righty. I wish you a healthy year ahead, first and foremost. A year filled with wisdom, learning, not just about the world, but about yourself. Learning more about yourself, becoming a better version of yourself this year ahead. We use that year. Remember, age is just a number. I look around a lot of times at other 51-year-olds and say to myself, you know what? You ain't doing half bad. All right? You ain't doing half bad for 51. Because a lot of people, I mean, they're older than they really are. They get caught in that rut. You know, they all of a sudden they get out of shape, they get heavy, whatever. They start aching and moaning and groaning and paining and everything. So a year ahead full of happiness, health, wisdom, self-love, finding love, deepening the current love. You know, going for. Am I still on mute? Is that what Dave said? Nah, I can't still be on mute. Kev, you there? Hello? Kev behind the scenes. Hello? Earth to Kev? Kev, you there?
I'm here.
Okay, you can hear me though, right?
I can hear you.
All right. I mute. Oh, okay. I muted. Then I unmuted, and then I screwed up. But anyway. Talking birthdays. If it's your birthday, wishing you a happy birthday. Today, the rest of the week, celebrate it this weekend. A year ahead filled with health, happiness, and all that good stuff. Who do you share your birthday with? You know, that's a cool thing. I mean, like, what famous celebrity do you share your birthday with? Look, The Weeknd. I love The Weeknd. I like his music. This is to be honest with you. I thought The Weeknd show, didn't he do the Super Bowl last year? Am I not mistaken? Did he not do the Super Bowl last year? Am I mistaken? I thought the Weeknd did the Super Bowl recently. A year ago, 2 years ago. Am I wrong? I know he was on Sunday. He did a big thing. I thought it was a Super Bowl. Whatever it was, he was pretty good. I thought it was just as good as the other thing I saw the other day, Super Bowl halftime show. I believe it was the Weeknd. He's only 32. Imagine being known as the Weeknd at 32. I mean, you're 32, people calling you the Weeknd. Not even what's up Weeknd. Like, you're the Weeknd. At the Weeknd, 32 years old. All right, moving down. Nah. Anyone ever hear this pop singer Andy Fowler? Let's see. Andy Fowler gained fame as 1/5 of the popular British boy band Overload Generation. Enough said. Okay, happy birthday, Andy Fowler. Rapper Ice-T. Ice-T, you know, he was born Tracy Marrow, like bone marrow. He is an iconic rapper and founder of the heavy metal band Body Count. They released that controversial track Cop Killer in 1992. It's funny. He released that song, and now he portrays a police officer on Law & Order, and he's been doing it for a while. Isn't that ironic? I guess it's just a song, just lyrics, right? All right, who else? Let's move on down the road here. And it's really not. Margot Frank. I believe she was the older sister of Anne Frank. Right? She also went into hiding. She had her own diary, but I guess Anne Frank's diary was more. Here we go. I think hers was never found. That was the case. All right, famous birthdays. Who else you share your birthday with? Kim Jong-2. Oh, Kim Jong-il. What's his name? Kim Jong-il, the supreme leader of North Korea. His birthday is today. I guess this is his father. Kim Jong-il. Yeah, that's his father. Right. So he passed away in 2011. That's Kim Jong is his son. He's the current leader. This was his dad who passed away, but his birthday is today.
Yeah, I think it's Kim Jong-un.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's his son. Right. So he's
the one now.
He's Kim Jong-il. His father was Kim Jong-do, and his great-great-grandfather was Kim Jong-lu. Distant grandfather Kim Jong-bi, and then there was Kim Jong-son and Kim Jong-bobo. So that's the list of the Kim Jongs who've all ruled. What was it? We talked North Korea. I was going to say Neptune. Yes, North Korea. All right, who else we got here? Famous birthdays. Anybody hear of this rapper Lupe Fiasco? Let's see. American rapper and singer who gained fame from his album Lupe Fiasco's Food and Liquor. His song Show Goes On charted. Oh, I forgot one. Kim Jong Ding Dong. Thank you, Burgermeister. Charted at number 9 on the United States charts. Never heard of him. And again, what does that mean? It means nothing. Just because I never heard of him means nothing. All right. Jeremy Bullock, movie actor. Let me see. Actor best known for playing Boba Fett, an original Star. Oh, you know what? Will and Jeff probably had a half an hour dedicated to this guy this morning. The actor best known for playing Boba Fett in the original Star Wars. Did they do like a eulogy to this? I didn't hear the whole show, but they must have given some sort of eulogy or shout out to this guy. I mean, I would have suspected they probably both came in Star Wars costumes as a show of effect for this guy. All right, Boba Fett. He beginning Star Wars, Return of the Jedi.
Boba Fett.
Boba Fett. What do I know? Oh yeah, you're right. It is 2 T's. That's my eyes. That's my 51-year-old eyes. Boba Fett. Now, did you know that from watching Star Wars?
I didn't know who played Boba Fett, but yeah, I watched the. I know the character. Yeah.
Gotcha. Boba Fett. Boba Fett. All right. Well, it's Boba Fett's birthday, the guy who played it. All right. Let's go to what national day it is. Let's see. Let me pull this up. I didn't get this up before. Oh, what a tease. Yeah, just tease me with food. I mean, granted, almonds aren't like, your go-to. Like, I'd rather have a cheeseburger, cheesesteak, 14 slices of pizza right now, anything. But I would gladly take a bag of almonds. No doubt about it. Right now, I mean, I love nuts. I love all kinds of nuts, but my favorite are pistachios. I love cashews. Peanuts, but I don't get to have them as much because my daughter, allergic to peanuts. Anonymously checking in with the air test. Thank you. You know what? All get your drinks ready. Here we go. Shake up. And we're coming up on the 420. Oh, yeah. It's got like a little bit of kind of like too sweet of an aftertaste. Like, ugh. All right.
Just imagine beer.
I can't wait. Has anybody out there drinking beer before colonoscopy? They say clear liquid. You're telling me that the test would know the difference between Chinese broth and like a light beer, like a light IPA, which I don't normally drink? Come on. There's got to be somebody out there.
Budweiser.
Right. I wouldn't even drink a Bud if I'm going to. Like I was thinking about that before. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll just sneak a beer because it's filling. Two beers. It's like, as long as the beer's not red. Like, I'm not going to go get like a raspberry cider, make it red like a Gatorade. It'll be like a greenish tint beer. I mean, come on. Golly, I'm down to my last quarter cup of. Let me take a little sip of this too. Oh, you know what? I think I forgot. I don't even think I brought it back to. Oh yeah, I did. Posting from the porta potty. All hail. History being made right now. A radio show out of a porta potty. They've been broadcast from restaurants, from bars, from sporting events, concerts. Never from a porta potty. All hail. History being made right now. All right. It's 4:20. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Woo!
Hudson Valley News, informative programs, and your favorite music. We're Radio Unscripted, AM 1700, WRCR, and WRCR.com.
This is Lou Young with a new type of radio reality for the new year. Every week we'll spend 2 enlightening hours together learning to recognize the profound and permanent changes taking place all around us. Look, the planet is in full revolt and we need a plan. Climates change, species disappear, viruses rampage, and we're told our primary value is to consume and ignore. This is a wake-up call to action. The signs are everywhere and the solution is between our ears and in our hearts. Tough Times with Lou Young, Saturdays on WRCR, 1 to 3 p.m. Join us. I dare you.
Hello, this is John Wicks. Days are getting longer and spring will soon be here. Just because it's cold outside doesn't mean your plants don't need help. Unlike us, they can't hide from the weather. At Wicks Arborists, we work year-round and are trained to look for potential problems such as dead or dangerous trees to ensure that your family is safe during winter storms. Call us at 845-354-3400 or visit us on the web at wicksarborist.com. Set up treatment programs now for your trees, shrubs, lawn, or to help control deer ticks, mosquitoes, or poison ivy. We can also help manage those pesky deer that eat your valuable plants. Contact us now before the busy spring season begins. Like us on Facebook, LinkedIn, or visit us at wicksarborist.com. Call now, 845-354-3400. Wicks Arborist, where your property is.
Now let's take a look at the roads with Hudson Valley traffic.
We've got a problem here on 287 westbound side, a crash between exit 3 and 2. Left and center lanes are blocked. There are injuries involved. Bumper to bumper, back from exit 6 at least 11 minutes extra so far. Bronxboro Parkway northbound at Scarsdale Road, exit 4 in Yonkers. Left turn is blocked up, that because of a stalled vehicle. Things don't look too bad as you make your way across the New York State Thruway and Tappan Zee Bridge. 84 is in good shape, including across the Newburgh Beacon Bridge. This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. When you need a taco, you need a taco. Try a new Cantina Crispy Chicken Taco from Taco Bell with your choice of creamy chipotle or avocado ranch. At participating U.S. Taco Bell locations for a limited time, contact local store for prices, hours, and participation. Vary. Tax extra. The Hudson Valley Traffic Center, I'm John Grimine.
Weather. For tonight, mostly cloudy with the low around 37 degrees. For Thursday, a 20% chance of rain after 4 p.m., otherwise cloudy with a high near 60 degrees. For Thursday night, rain before 1 a.m., then rain and possibly a thunderstorm between 1 a.m. and 4 a.m., then rain after 4 a.m. Some of the storms could produce heavy rainfall, a steady temperature around 59 degrees. It could be gusty with gusts as high as 43 miles per hour. For Friday, rain before 7 a.m., then a slight chance of showers between 7 a.m. and 10 a.m., the temperature falling to around 35 by 5 p.m. It will be breezy with gusts as high as 39 miles per hour. For Saturday, mostly sunny with a high near 41, and for Sunday, sunny with a high near 42 degrees. That's the weather forecast. For WRCR, I'm Kevin Thomas.
Up-to-the-minute weather information is always available on the WRCR website. Day or night, when you want the weather, check our website at WRCR.com.
And the current temperature is 41.
All right, we are back in the Porta Potty, Clem in the PM. Wednesday, hump day, getting you over that hump. I have the colonoscopy tomorrow. It's always better to be safe than sorry, especially when it comes to something you can be ahead of. Colorectal cancer, one of the more deadlier cancers out there, and it can be caught early and taken care of even before it becomes cancerous. You know, these polyps have a tendency to do their own crazy thing, and left unattended, they can become cancerous a lot of times. One of my buddies, I got a call last night. I was sleeping. A friend, close friend of ours who moved away, she relayed a message to call her that I don't know if you heard of, you heard about, I'll just say Tony. No, I didn't hear Tony. I was sleeping. I woke up. I heard the message. I said, no, I didn't hear nothing from Tony. Got nervous because I know Tony's been sick. Called her up. I said, hey, it's nice to hear from you. Nice to hear your voice. Sleeping last night. Well, Tony's wife called me and pretty much, he's fighting and he's at the end of his fight. The stuff's not, the marrow, the transfusions, his marrow shot, not taking it. And it's just a matter of, time. Going to make arrangements here, there, everywhere, blah, 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 blah. And I was just overwhelmed with emotion and memories and thoughts, of this guy. And then, if God willing, when the time comes, he passes out of his pain, pay respect to this gentleman in full name and closure. But as for now, saddened to hear that. But that, these are the things that happen in life. Talking about medical stuff, I read this story. Check this out. I was really, really amped when I saw this because whenever I see someone like paralyzed or paralysis talk about, I just remember the Ramapo Griffin football game I attended where an opponent on the other team got paralyzed and during the game, and just seeing that just stayed with me. That was, they got carried off the stretcher, field, whatever, on the flat thing, but the end result was paralyzation. So a paralyzed man with a severed spinal cord has been able to walk again thanks to an implant developed by a team of Swiss researchers. This is the first time someone who has their spinal cord completely cut has been able to walk freely. The same technology had been used before. It improved the health of another patient where he was able to have sexual intercourse with his wife so he could become a father. But he wasn't capable at that point of walking yet. So Mike Riccati was paralyzed after a motorcycle accident, left him, after a motorcycle accident 5 years ago, left him paralyzed. He lost all feeling from his legs. Bodybuilding Brian checking in. What's going on, buddy? For everybody, give a flex for Bodybuilding Brian. Yes, and all hail. So now they put an implant surgically attached to his spine. And because the spine was severed, there's no relay from the spine to the brain. But this implant now does that. The way they attach it. So it's not a cure for spinal injury, but and it's too early for the technology, to be used in everyday life, they say. But they do hail it as let's hail it too. They hail it as a major step to improving quality of life. Imagine that. I mean, technology. These people, I just love the fact. My niece Madison, she went to Johns Hopkins. She's doing stuff like this. I mean. She went to school for stuff like this. So it's crazy. I mean, imagine how people who are paralyzed must feel. Now, we don't want to give them false sense of hope, but this is a reason to have hope. Not everybody's going to get up and walking, but it gives them reason to believe, a true reason to believe. And for future people who are to get paralyzed, maybe by that time, you might get paralyzed and unparalyzed in the same day. Imagine that. I mean, who knows? I don't know where technology is going to take us in the future, but it got us here. People that were paralyzed were just left on boards years ago. I mean, just laying there, sitting there doing nothing. And I mean, it's evolved where, there's therapies and different things, to help them, but this is a big step. I was just blown away by this. I would be really excited if I was someone who lost use of my legs, God forbid, arms and legs, severed, spine, because it's something concrete. It's not just hoping that something. Now from here, they can expand. They can, focus in on something, make something better. Correct something, get feedback. And it's just, beautiful. It's the beauty of science and what commitment from people who have worked hard since young kids in school, college, high school, college, medical school, through their practices, experiences, to get to this point where this gentleman, I mean, he's walking. He's walking, and he always. The funny thing is, the reason why the doctors were really excited about him in particular is because before this, he was a very active person. Box, run, did fitness training in the morning, and after the accident, he couldn't do anything. So the neurosurgeon, Jocelyn Bloch, who performed this, said that they were very surprised because Michael is just absolutely incredible. He's like, he's just so positive, and he should be able to use this technology to progress and be better and better. So it's part person, attitude, but it's also just technology, and it's just a great advancement for the people worldwide. I mean, these aren't local research. This research has been backed by Dr. Ram Hariharan, a consultant at the Northeast General Hospital, who also speaks for spinal injuries and heads the Spinal Injury Association. So this research was done, and backed up. And again, it's slow. It's going to be slow moving, but nonetheless moving forward. And that's just great news for people who have sustained this type of catastrophic injury. I mean, it really. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I don't know. I just don't know if I could I don't know. That's like a true test of just you. Ooh, God. I'm just really happy. All right. So anyway, that's medical news right there. I should have been in the newsroom for that, but you know what? CNN's closed today. I'm not leaving the porta potty. You know the deal. For those of you that have had the colonoscopy, down to my last few sips of dinner right here. Those of you who had the colonoscopy, you don't want to be far from a bathroom. And I'm right now, I am in one. Perfectly clean, brand new. Never used. This is brand new, ordered for the show here, delivered today, hosting inside a porta potty. All right, 845-429-1700. Now, I felt bad, but I had to somewhat laugh, all right? I mean, police are searching for a religious healer who reportedly convinced a pregnant woman that hammering a 2-inch nail into her skull would give her a son. You know, I'm also looking for this lady. I'd like to sell her this bridge. All right, Dr. Anthony checking in. Dr. Antonio checking in on YouTube. Do not drink beer. It could dehydrate me. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Antonio. I'm going to take that. I'm not going to get the beer. I wasn't going to anyway, but I appreciate you checking in and giving me that stamp of approval. I mean, I may have. I'm hungry. Right now, I'll eat anything. I'll eat this microphone. So this happened in Pakistan, where I know for certain we may not have a listener of the Clem, but we have someone who absolutely robbed. I don't want to say like raped would be like that would be insulting people. Like that would be a harsh word. He physically like took he just robbed us. Robbed is the word. Robbed is the word. Sal in Pakistan. So there's a guy, this could even be Sal. I could imagine this is Sal wearing a Functionally Insane t-shirt. He goes up to a lady. He tells her, listen, you want a son? This magic nail right here, if I hit it right in your skull in the right spot, it's going to stop the inhibitors of a female, which you look like you're going to have, and it's going to embed you a son. She went ahead and do it. You're telling me she's not going to buy my bridge? I have a bridge in Pakistan that will lead you to the promised land, and you will select many sons. You will pick the seed of your own son. I know people sometimes when they have kids, they get kind of desperate, but I've seen it firsthand. You know, like they're trying to get inseminations, all this stuff. They go to like a Swami, like they go see like a Swami, not like Swami Tommy, but a different type of Swami, you know, like a fortune teller or something. Oh, I know you're gonna have kids. You're gonna have a boy. Don't worry. You give me $1,000 for the next 5 weeks, and I'm gonna keep telling you good things about your boy. So they do get desperate. So I can understand someone getting desperate, but there's got to be a point where you say, hey. I mean, you actually want me to bang a spike in my head 2 inches into my skull. And the funny thing is she's going to have a boy. So you know the next time she's pregnant. Oh, wait. Oh, no. She had a girl. Oh, so she had 3 daughters. She was desperate to give birth to a son. She was afraid to tell her husband he would leave her if they had another girl. So, and she went to this healer. Family members heard the woman screaming in pain. They tried to remove the nail. They couldn't. They took her to the hospital. That the women arrived at the hospital. They successfully removed the nail. She gave birth to a boy. Said that a woman. Oh, no. So she said she relayed the message that a woman in her locality did the same thing and gave birth to a boy, even though the ultrasound showed she had a girl. They're looking for this guy. So listen, I don't know if he's planning on coming to the States. If you know anyone who's pregnant who wants to have a boy, make sure they don't put a nail in the head. Point of this story is don't get scammed. I got to bring a story like this, and I got to break it down. Some people don't get the mastery that I do here. This story is just about don't get scammed. They come in many different ways. People will sell you a nail to the head. They'll sell you a bridge. They'll sell you, solar panels that, are really, Tupperware covers. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It just, don't get scammed, okay? That's it. Thank you. All right. We're coming up on the 440. Do not forget, tomorrow is Thursday. Friday can only mean the return of 6 to 8 time slot doo-wop Dream Machine. Yes. Last week they had the Valentine's Day show 5 to 7, but don't get confused. They are back on the regular time schedule, 6 to 8, taking your calls at 7 o'clock. That goes down this Friday. Doo-wop Dream Machine. Yes. Roxanne today, another outstanding show. I love the morning shows. Like, Tuesday, you got Pastor Rich, Roxanne. I just love the stories that the people that come on, they share their stuff. I mean, I imagine myself a lot of times it being me, putting myself in their position. Uh-oh. Stomach's growling. It's starting to talk to me. Good thing we only have 20 minutes left. All right. Ooh. All right. But just great shows in the morning. I know Kerry works very hard. not only here on the station, but with her mini Horzen. She runs a little gig where these therapeutic mini horses, you can, they can be used for many different occasions. Not just for therapy, also, for parties and whatnot. But she's very busy, and I know she's behind the scenes here, always trying, to do things. And it's a lot, with a small station that doesn't have a lot of money coming in, it's a lot to ask. But, all hail Carrie. You know what? All hail Carrie. Yes. All right. We'll give her an extra hail. That's like a super hail. Never have we given a super hail, but Carrie, if anybody's worthy of a super hail, it's definitely Carrie, all right? All hail, super hail. Yes. All right, 4:40. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back on the home stretch. Woo!
If it concerns the Hudson Valley, it concerns us. AM 1700 WRCR and WRCR.com.
Hi, Lou Young here with a new type of radio reality for the new year. Every week we'll spend 2 hours together learning to recognize the profound and permanent changes taking place all around us. Listen, it's a wake-up call to action. The signs are everywhere. The solutions are between your ears and in your heart. Tough Times with Lou Young, Saturdays, WRCR, 1 to 3 p.m. Join us. I dare you.
Are you concerned about water quality for recreation activities like fishing, boating, and swimming? Or about water quality and availability for drinking and landscape use? Is flooding a bigger issue and concern? Then tune in the second Thursday of every month for the Stormwater Consortium radio show at 9:30 a.m. on WRCR with your host, Michael Wilson. The show is sponsored by the Stormwater Consortium of Rockland County and Cornell Cooperative Extension of Rockland County. Discuss these issues and many others that relate to stormwater, runoff, and water quality.
Did you know that the Historical Society of Rockland County has a history show right here on WRCR? Hi, I'm Claire Sheridan from the Historical Society of Rockland County. Join me third Monday of the month, right after the Jeff and Bill Morning Show, when we'll explore and learn about the rich history of Rockland County. Guest speakers every month. That's the third Monday of every month, 9:30 a.m., sponsored by the Historical Society of Rockland County. Visit our website at rocklandhistory.org to learn more about our events, programs, and membership. That's rocklandhistory.org, or call us at 845-634-9629. That's rocklandhistory.org, 845-634-9629.
Now let's take a look at the roads with Hudson Valley traffic.
We've got a problem here on 27 westbound side, a crash between exit 3 and 2. Left and center lanes are blocked. There are injuries involved bumper to bumper back from exit 6, at least 11 minutes extra so far. Bronx Road Parkway northbound at Scarsdale Road, exit 4 in Yonkers. The left turn is blocked up, that because of a stalled vehicle. Things don't look too bad as you make your way across the New York State Thruway and Tappan Zee Bridge. 84 is in good shape, including across the Newburgh Beacon Bridge. This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. When you need a taco, you need a taco. Try a new Cantina Crispy Chicken Taco from Taco Bell with your choice of creamy chipotle or avocado ranch. At participating U.S. Taco Bell locations for a limited time, contact local store for prices, hours, and participation, which vary. Tax extra. From the Hudson Valley Traffic Center, I'm John Grimine.
Weather for tonight, mostly cloudy with the low around 37 degrees. For Thursday, a 20% chance of rain after 4 p.m., otherwise cloudy with a high near 60 degrees. For Thursday night, rain before 1 a.m., then rain and possibly a thunderstorm between 1 a.m. and 4 a.m., then rain after 4 a.m. Some of the storms could produce heavy rainfall A steady temperature around 59 degrees. It could be gusty with gusts as high as 43 miles per hour. For Friday, rain before 7 a.m., then a slight chance of showers between 7 a.m. and 10 a.m., the temperature falling to around 35 by 5 p.m. It will be breezy with gusts as high as 39 miles per hour. For Saturday, mostly sunny with a high near 41, and for Sunday, sunny with a high near 42 degrees. That's the weather forecast. For WRCR, I'm Kevin Thomas.
Up-to-the-minute weather information is always available on the WRCR website. Day or night, when you want the weather, check our website at WRCR.com.
And the current temperature is 41.
All righty, we are back here in Clemville on the final stretch, 444. That's what time it is, at least in my studio here. Just about to wrap it up, another few minutes, 845-429-1700. Tomorrow morning, the Jeff and Will Morning Show. Make sure you tune into the guys and catch Mark Hannick at 6:45. Always belly aching about something. But I tell you, though, I mean, it ain't easy getting old, that's for certain. Yeah, and if you're getting old, you can relate. Just Mark's obviously having a little bit more hiccups along the way. But, I do wish him all the best. So tomorrow morning, the Jeff and Will Morning Show. Tune into them. Now, I saw this story. I was laughing pretty hard. A security guard who had just got hired at an art museum drew eyeballs on a very expensive painting dating back to the 1930s, which features three figures with empty faces lacking any features. So a couple of museum guests who were familiar with that, $1 million painting said to the caretaker there, they said, listen, those eyeballs shouldn't be there. And they were shocked and realized that, guess what? Someone had soiled this artwork. And when they went back and went through the secret video cameras that were hidden, it revealed this new security guard who said, you know what? I was bored, really didn't have nothing else to do, so I just drew eyeballs on the thing. As simple as that. So they're working hard to eliminate the eyeballs off this artwork. Now, I mean, if you're bored, I'd recommend probably, maybe do a couple of jumping jacks, get a pad out, start writing, the novel that you never wrote before. Write that love letter you never sent. I mean, I found it pretty humorous though. When you look at the two paintings, like one without like the three images together, faceless, and then this guy doodles the eyes. I mean, you'd have to see it. I actually could put it on here, but I'm not even going to attempt it. Anyway, that's that. Let me just. So yeah, today my therapist, Dr. Barry Fitzgerald, was awesome. I do so much better in the room with the fire than in my car, but I can see how some people enjoy, like Kevin, whether it's Zoom or, I know one of my friends does it over the phone with Dr. Barry. He does it over the phone with Dr. Barry. I know I got to put on this and move it to the other screen and center it. I can do it, but I'm not going to mess with it. I'm talking to Dave now off the air. But the therapy can be, it can be done in many ways. And it can be done the way that works for you. Today, I felt the difference. The last few weeks, yeah, we've been seeing each other, car to car, pass driver's side window to driver's side window, and talking outside, interference, cars driving by, people walking by, images that distract me, But when we're inside his office, it's just really like, and especially with the fireplace, I just feel like I can unwind, and that's the beauty of therapy. And I recommend it to anybody who, feels like they're walking around with, baggage. You want to get a load off your chest, whether you're in a black hole or not. And like I said, Dr. Barry, he basically just saves me from myself. So I just had an awesome. Kev, you had your meeting today, right? Yeah, behind the scenes, always bouncing around, doing many things. Small station, not a lot of people, bouncing around, whether he's loading up traffic, cutting the weather, cutting the cheese, whatever he's doing something. All right. Now, you know what we're going to do? Let me shake this up. Let's get everybody. Big sip. Here we go. Mm-hmm. I'm almost done with the first one. It says the second one I got to have at 9 o'clock. I'm hoping to be in bed counting sheep by 9 o'clock. Thank you, Kathy. I appreciate that. Everything will be all right. Tomorrow, when I go there, you know what it is? My blood pressure is probably going to be off the charts. Today, I went to the dentist. I got to go see Dr. Innerfield. All right, so on 2/11, I took my blood pressure. It was 163 over 105 when I went down to the city. Today, the girl took it. It was 172 over 119. The young girl took it. But then after they took it, it went down to 160 over 92, which still obviously isn't great. So I'm seeing Dr. Innerfield on March 3rd for that. But he's going to tell me you have white syndrome, white coat syndrome. I guess. I don't know. I'm always amped up. But yeah, that 172 over 119 definitely wasn't too good. But like I said, I get, all of a sudden, I know once they say, okay, blood pressure, I hear those words, and for some reason, mine just shoots up. I bought, actually, the other day, I'm supposed to be taking it. I bought a blood pressure machine. I actually have it in my kitchen. I didn't open it up yet. I have to open it up, take a look at it, and I should be taking my blood pressure all the way up to March 3rd, according to Dr. Innerfield's lady. Blood pressure, you don't want to mess with that stuff. It's a very serious thing. They were talking about it today on Roxanne's show, about heart and stroke and all that stuff, as well as mentioned on the show the other night. I believe, was it Kerry's show? House calls on Thursday? No, it was someone. There was another show. They were talking about blood pressure. Oh, you know what it was? It was a Parkinson's show. Yep, that's right. Yes. See, my memory's pretty sharp. It was the Parkinson's show that debuted the other morning. And, they were talking about blood pressure. Stroke is bad news. Bodybuilding Brian checking back in. He's over on the Pete Clemental show over there. So he's drifting over there on the Pete Clemental show. I don't know how I know why, because I'm sharing it to the Pete Clemental show. So although it's the Clem and the PM now, he's hanging out in Clem Amsterdam over there, but he's still able to tune in here. Yeah, stroke is no joke. It really is. I remember growing up, we would visit, my mom's deaf friends. They had deaf friends all over, and I would go obviously for the ride all the time because I was a kid. They dragged me, and one of their friends had a stroke. And, afterwards, I remember just growing up seeing it, what happens. And I obviously spoke several months ago about that customer who I cleaned her chimney 2 years ago and then went back this year. Sadly had a stroke in the past year, so her husband taking care of business. So, strokes are no joke. That's why blood pressure got to be taken care of. I will definitely get to the doctor, and Dr. Innerfield, I trust in him, and we'll take it from there and see how it goes. So as we wind down the first ever porta potty show, let me get some water. I'm choking here. Hold on for 1 second. What could I be choking on? Not like I had anything to eat.
You doing all right there?
Yeah, I'm all right. I was choking on something. Maybe there's no more cigar residue. I don't know, but I don't think so. What was I don't even know. I was choking on something. But anyway, we're back. What was I talking about? I lost my train. I was just patting myself on the back for my memory, not forgetting something. We were talking about strokes. Byrne chiming in. Her grandfather had it. Yeah, no, strokes. No, absolutely no joke. When it comes to the stroke, it's one of those things I've always been fearful of. We did a job, Mrs. Terso. She didn't have a stroke. She had a brain aneurysm. Oh, I guess it's like a stroke. Woo, hold on. I have something stuck in my throat. No joke. But yeah, must have been like 16, doing a job in Rye. She died on the job, Mrs. Terso. It was a brain aneurysm, but that is a stroke, though. I believe brain aneurysm and a stroke are very similar, if I'm not mistaken. It is like an eruption of the arteries. That stuff you catch on House Calls with Kerry Potter. It was at the second Thursday of every month, which new show coming up next Thursday. All right. Bodybuilding, Brian. No, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for wishing me luck for all the best tomorrow on the colonoscopy. Absolutely. Love you, brother. I'm going to do a double flex for you here. The porta potty. I'm going to spend the rest of my evening probably just laying down, getting my head right. Probably go listen to some Joy Division. Actually, no, that's not a good idea. But I'm just going to go lay down, relax, stay near the bathroom, do my thing. Tomorrow morning, jettison over to the test, take it, God willing, good news, and then head over to IHOP. And the rest of the day will be the rest of the day. Kev, what do you got going on for the rest of the evening?
Well, probably watching. Well, I want to watch the Knicks, but I'm pretty sure the Knicks are going to lose tonight, so I'll probably find some hockey to watch.
Right, now they're playing the Nets, if I'm not mistaken, the new look Nets.
The new look Nets. If they were facing them before the Simmons trade, I might have given them a small chance, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Ben's not playing tonight. The other two acquisitions are, but Ben's not playing, right?
As far as I know, yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens. Maybe
it would only be the Knicks' luck if Ben Simmons suddenly is available to play, but right. We'll see what happens.
Yep. All right, no doubt. And Saturday, you and Lou Young, obviously, tough times, with you and Lou Young. What's on the agenda for this Saturday?
Well, I believe we'll be talking about pipelines. So it should be interesting discussion about how they really do mess up the environment. So we'll have that this Saturday, 1 to 3, right here on WRCR.
Always interesting. Last week it was electric cars. This week it was pipelines. I was hoping you were going to say pipes, and I would have a lot. I was going to call in and contribute, but pipelines I know nothing of. So I guess I'll listen either way and find out. Always very interesting, intriguing. The Emmy Award-winning Lou Young tackling the issues out there that are. What is the phrase he uses? He uses it in his commercials, his things, his whatever advertisements.
I dare you.
Not I dare you. The P&P, the something and something. Oh God, it's killing me. Somebody help me. Come on, you know what I'm talking about. The profound and something. There, it's coming to me. The profound and precarious. No, it's not the profound.
Oh, I know what you mean, but I can't remember for some reason.
And he says it. He says it in one of his things, and he says it in another one. The God, it's gonna kill me. Oh my God. Well, whatever. It's Saturday from 1 to 3 with Emmy Award-winning Lou Young. He got his right-hand man, Kevin Thomas. Kevin's a busy man here. Kevin is a busy man. How did you end up at the station? Share your story again for those who may have caught on afterwards. How did you end up at WRCR? Besides God bringing you here, which is, that's the easy answer. But how did you end up at WRCR?
Well, I was looking online and happened to see that the station was looking for an intern. Now, I knew that I graduated college back in the Stone Age, So there was no way I'd be able to intern, but I figured I'd check in and see if there's anything I could do to help, and talk to Kerry, and that's what led me to here.
Right, yeah, no, I remember, Kerry, reaching out. Yes, absolutely. So God works in very strange ways, and now you're here hosting your own show. Lou Young has Emmy Award-winning. Lou Young has taken you under his wing and made you a big part of Tough Times with Lou Young, and you continue to grow. Your show continues to grow. That's a great story. That is really a great story, and just affirmation that God will be there. He works in strange ways, but He's always working for us. Sometimes we just don't see it. But that's good stuff. All right, we're about wind down. Clemaniacs, have one last shot for me of whatever you're drinking. I have another jug to go. God willing, good news tomorrow morning and better news at 3. All the love and adios, Clemigos.